Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Toronto has their hands full guarding against James.
10 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
Well, it's no secret. I mean, the more points he can come up with from out there, the better off they'll be offensively with their spacing.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, he played a very mature first half offensively, just finding gaps and making good decisions, getting into the defense and knocking down shots.
Well, the way he played that first half, that's exactly what we're talking about when we say offensive efficiency.
And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Lowry and DeRozan there at the backcourt. Tyler Hansbrough out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Valanciunas in at the center.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
LeBron kicks to Love. Passes it to Smith. Back to Love. He's looking for James and finds him. He squares up and sinks it. LeBron's got 12 points in the game. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Smith against Lowry. Left side, DeRozan. Back to Lowry. Ross for three. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Making the playoffs was a goal the Raptors have been working towards for a long time. And last year they were able to get back to the postseason for the first time since 2008.
Now, here is Irving. 6 points for him. And the three ball is good. And now a 6-point Cavalier lead.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Outside DeRozan. Inside, here's Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got his third rebound on the night. The long drought came to a close last year, Clark, for Toronto. It wasn't a long ride in the playoffs with the Raptors. It sure provided some excitement.
Well, that Game 7 loss to the Nets, Kevin, broke some hearts. But that's just a young team losing to a veteran team. That always serves you well when you're looking to become more competitive. And ultimately, the Raptors benefit from that type of experience.
For the Cavaliers, Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. James Jones comes in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. The drive by Lowry. And the rejection by Love.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half. And still perfect here in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field.
Raptors trail by 11. Here's Lowry. And he gets it to go. Lowry's got 7 points.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Here's Dellavedova. J.R. Smith on the wing. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Lowry.
4 for 5 so far. That's their first miss of the second half.
Hansbrough setting the pick for Lowry. And Hansbrough kicks to DeRozan. Puts up a 3. That's good. He's got 12. Timeout called, Cleveland. James checked in for Smith. Then for the Raptors, Patterson, he's checked in for Hansbrough. And it's Vasquez in for Kyle Lowry.
DeMar DeRozan is starting to piece it together. I mean, we see him upping his scoring average. He's shooting it better. He's passing the ball with more confidence. He's becoming more efficient. You know, after a big extension from the Raptors, I think they've got to be pleased with his progress.
Here's Vasquez. Kicks to Patterson. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. Patterson's got his second bucket tonight. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Dellavedova kicks to Varejao. LeBron outside. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Raptors. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound in this one. Ross kicks to Vasquez. 1:37 left in the third quarter of the game. No good from Valanciunas. Cleveland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way. Shot is off, so Cleveland will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points.
He's killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now. What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on it.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Johnson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Ross. And Lewis Williams subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. And now Love pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And it's Jones. That's on the assist by Love. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
There's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
And the Raptors miss again. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. James with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. James kicks to Jones. Good on the three-point shot. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
They need this, and it's blocked by Love. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dellavedova, that's good.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
Now here's Vasquez. On the wing, Williams. There's the dish to Johnson. Williams passes to Johnson. Good. The nice assist for Williams.
How about the delivery in the lane? Just perfectly done.
It'll count. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it had to be this play, don't you think, Kevin?
Sure.
This is just a phenomenal pass. Made the defense look like they had no idea what was going on.
What precision with that pass.
Beautiful.
Raptors trail by 13. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with LeBron James. Then there's J.R. Smith. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Varejao in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Now here's Johnson. The 9-foot shot. Back to Lowry. He kicks to Hansbrough. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
And they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
Hansbrough hits them both.
What a stellar outing in this one for Hansbrough. He's got 8 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
Yeah, he's defending very well, Clark. He's disrupting the offense. He's playing the passing lanes, trying to put as much pressure on as possible.
That mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
The drive by Lowry. And the rejection by Smith. Johnson kicks to Williams. Outside Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson dishes to Lowry. Here's the teardrop. The Cavaliers leading by 11. James kicks to Dellavedova. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Lowry. For Toronto, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Hansborough, that's good. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Amir Johnson drafted straight out of high school back in 2005, now in his 10th season in the NBA, and he's only entering his prime now.
A different look now for Cleveland. Shumpert comes in for James, and it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova. And then for Toronto, Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Johnson. Terrence Ross comes in for Johnson, and it's DeRozan in for Williams. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
And, you know, I'm all for young players going to college to develop, not only athletically, but socially and personally. But Amir Johnson is an example of a player who came straight out of high school, didn't play a whole lot at first, but has continued to work and has really rounded into a valuable player now.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
It's stolen by Lowry. Ross kicks to low. Here's DeRozan. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. J.R. Smith picks one up. And Amir Johnson, quietly one of the Raptors' best players. Steve, a very good player at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, he's a plus-minus stud for this team. He's a high-percentage scorer who also defends at a very high level. So this is a good two-way player.
Now, here is Irving. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, last season viewed as a bit of a hiccup in Kyrie Irving's rise to greatness. His shooting percentages fell, but he actually improved his assist-to-turnover ratio. He's cut his turnover rate every season, as a matter of fact.
And for Irving, some have said he over-dribbles and tries to freelance too much offensively. They like to see him become more pass-oriented. Some of that really a function of personnel, but I think he can and will improve as a passer.
You talk about areas for Irving to improve, Clark. Defense certainly part of it.
Yeah, and with LeBron back, I think every player will be held to a higher standard defensively, no question. Kyrie, a player with a lot of responsibility offensively, but to be great, you got to do it at both ends.
Well, few would have predicted back when Kevin Love was drafted 5th out of UCLA in 2008 that he'd become the superstar player we see today. He's transformed his body and expanded his game year after year.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. 13 points and 4 assists.
Raptors trail by 12. And there's a whistle that goes on him on Shumpert. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And DeRozan kicks to Hansborough. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. LeBron's checked in for Cleveland.
LeBron James.
Ross with it. Now Smith defending. They double him with Love. Ross passes to DeRozan. And Ross with the slam.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
Now, here is Irving. Shot from 12, and he gets the bucket. 16 points for LeBron. And talk about the physical transformation for Kevin Love. Leaner, quicker, and stronger.
Yeah, credit yoga and Pilates. He's trying to be the very best he can be, and he's putting in the work to do that, so it actually helped him more at the defensive end.
Offensive rebound.
And it seems like nothing's falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Now Verjao inside. LeBron against Hansborough. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, Kevin Durant last season's MVP, but LeBron James has won 4 in the last 6 seasons. He's one of only 5 players to ever win that many, and you can bet he'd love to win a few more.
And you remember LeBron James came within 1 vote, Clark, 1 vote of being the league's first ever unanimous MVP back in 2013.
Yeah, he got 120 out of 121 votes, and you know the question was, who did not vote for him? That's a conversation for another time. One sports writer did choose Carmelo Anthony. He said he didn't expect to be the only one. Now he lives in
the writer does.
That's exactly right. Good.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was just going over the plan with his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through DeRozan. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. The second thing he said to them was that they should be looking for opportunities to push the ball up the court and convert some quick, easy baskets in transition. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. Here is Lowry. Following the basket by LeBron James. Pass to Ross. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. And that one hits back iron.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short-stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And Valanciunas with the block. And DeRozan, here we go. A shot by Lowry, wide open. Lowry can't get that one to fall.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
And it's James missing. Raptors trail by 12. DeRozan's shot is good. DeRozan's got 4 points this quarter.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Here's Love. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And these are the types of games where it's obvious one team clearly had the edge. Tonight, it's going to be a great win by a large margin for the Cavaliers.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
And nobody really saw a performance like this coming. But it was a big-time game for LeBron. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long.
The defense better watch out. They better be alert, because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Lowry drawing the double team. Hansborough, that's good.
Good look. He'll make that one most of the time.
34 seconds left to play here in the fourth. DeRozan against LeBron. Varejao dishes to LeBron. And that one is hammered home.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere has been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
Gets it down to single digits. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Toronto calls timeout. They're behind by 9. 8 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
Well, this one's in the bag. I mean, I commend them for really putting forth the effort until the very end, but this thing's over.
You know, sometimes you just have to throw up the white towel and let fate run its course so you can get on to the next game.
Here's Williams on target from 13 feet.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
And now we send you down to Doris Burke courtside, who's with our Jordan player of the game. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Well, LeBron, after a first half that looked like it could go either way, what was the